Applause for Dusty.
Alright, so ProcDOT is a tool that I'm going to share with you today. My name is Dusty. I'm a security analyst at TouchNet Information Systems, and I'm a huge Home Alone fan. One or two, so if there's any other Home Alone fans here, we can talk later. Whatever I say has no reflection on my employer. I'm not a lawyer, but I love crime drama, so any Law & Order fans also hit me up. Criminal Intent, SVU, original. I'm a big Goran fan, Goran names. ProcDOT was released by Austrian Cert. I guess it's a couple years old, but it's still in beta. It works on Windows or Linux, but you're looking at like malicious processes or interesting processes or binaries that are unique to Windows. Because you're going to use Windows sysinternals process monitor, and that obviously only works on Windows. To use it, you need GraphViz and either WinDump for Windows or TCPDump for Linux. And what it's going to do is it's going to take your process monitor log in a CSV format and a PCAP from Wireshark or WinDump or whatever tool you want to use, and create a single timeline and graph it out for you using GraphViz. So it doesn't show you anything you can't see using other tools. It's not going to find the malware that's hidden in your network or the intruder that's been stealing your data for 2 years that you don't know about. It's not going to give you a you can't hack what you can't see kind of advantage. It's basically just going to make your life a little bit easier. So if you do any kind of software whitelisting and you approve software that gets added to the whitelist, or if you do any kind of behavioral malware analysis, then this hopefully will save you quite a bit of time. If anyone's ever looked through a process monitor log file, it's you generate a few thousand.
What do you have?
What's that?
What is it? For those of you that are new here and maybe new to the hacking community, generally a lot of places that you go has a little tradition where if this is your first time speaking at a certain venue, then you're forced to drink. Just kind of loosen you up a little bit, right? Right? So, now, usually I have to partake in this. If you've ever been to DEF CON, it's actually funny. Major malfunctions from DEF CON. How many people have met Major before? So I'm on this goon list and we're discussing things and we're talking about different shirts. And believe it or not, there is bureaucratic nonsense going on about what color shirts all the goons are going to wear this year. One of the things that Major pointed out is if you see a speaker goon and you go up and ask him a question, he's likely to either help you or make you drink hard alcohol. I asked him why not both. But hey, once a goon, everywhere a goon, so I'm making this gentleman drink hard alcohol right now. Thank you for speaking. First and probably not the last time. Cheers.
Yeah!
Thank you. All right. Whoa. Okay. Hey, wake up a little bit. So, you use Windows sysinternals. If you use that for anything else, great. If you haven't used that and you do anything with Microsoft, you should go check the tools out. There's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do that you can't do natively in Windows. Sorry, I thought you were thinking about it or something.
Actually, that's what I was doing.
Wow. All right. So ProcDOT, really simply, you can do what it says. I think everyone can read. The most important thing when you download ProcDOT is to use the README. There's some configuration you need to do in ProcMon to make it work correctly. So that's my slide so far. I'm going to show you a little bit of what it actually does, or I'll show you my desktop. So this is a Powlix Trojan. It was something that kind of started making its way around last summer, and in the fall it got a little more press. It is a Trojan that writes itself into the registry and calls itself in the registry through PowerShell and starts making calls to a CNC server. It's kind of a pain in the ass to find and figure out what's going on because it injects itself into other services. And so I thought it'd be fun to throw it into ProcDOT and see what it looked like. So what ProcDOT has done is it's taken, I'm not sure if you can see my mouse here, It's taking my CSV from ProcMon and a PCAP when I executed this on a Windows virtual machine. And it has a little drop down here that lets you choose which process you want to start your graph at, where you want it to go. So I had a dropper file that I found on some forum that I probably don't want to run on my regular machine. And you hit refresh and you get this nice pretty graph, which is not really easy to read on its own, but you can kind of follow the line of what happens as it moves through your system and kind of digs itself in, right into registries and so forth. What ProcDOT does is it will create either a node or an edge. I think it's an edge. We'll verify. But these lines all mean something based on the color and their boldness. And some of these, so the color code, if it's red, it was deleted during execution. And there's a whole key to what everything means in the manual. But the really nice thing that ProcDOT does is if you hit this little button at the bottom, you can actually watch in real time, kind of timeline, what's happening as it moves around. And you can slow it down or speed it up. You can step through it. And it makes the process of looking through that process monitor log a lot easier and a lot faster. So if you do look at the manual, you'll see kind of what these edges and nodes represent. You have a chance to kind of check out whatever binaries or processes you want to know.
Woo! Woo! Yeah!
That's pretty cool. Does it work with other kind of timeline, malware kind of stuff, like log the timeline things or anything like that, or is it specific CSV?
It's specific to CSV and process monitor because it's parsing through that log and kind of creating it. It has some plugins for filters and things you can create, and there's plugins you can create too, so you can play around with it with other things. But it's the time to do that.
So would you say that this is one of those tools we ought to go get now before he sells it to some commercial company?
Well, it's released through Austrian Cert, so it's free, it's open, it's available. Yeah, the source is there. So
good stuff. Well, thank you very much. Now don't forget, everybody that speaks gets to reach into Corey's magic bag to pull out some treats. Corey can't be here tonight, so Trent is the bearer of Corey's magic bag. So reach on in there.
Get something good.
Into the depths.
Yes.
That's a shirt. It's a t-shirt. We all need more t-shirts. Hooray. Congratulations and thank you for speaking. Break.